Mic on.
Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. So this video is for a buddy, and we were talking about the AMD because I run pure AMD systems. So I run the the Ryzen chipset and then the Radeon graphics card because I got tired of paying overinflated prices for the Nvidia stuff. And although arguably it is better, it's less of a price gouge. And so I was just like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done with all the shenanigans, and I'm just gonna run AMD. So I run the 7900 graphics card, and I'm generally pretty happy with it. But I've noticed, like on Star Citizen, and let me pop this open. AMD. Um, there's their little. Let me do it on this screen because that's where it's recording. So here you'll see their AMD software edition, right? And then it's got this little suite in here, and usually you have to run the game once. So what I'm gonna do is I want to do a playthrough. I downloaded the new, and you can see like Star Citizen right here, averaging 76 hours, and that's I probably have like close to 4,000 hours in Star Citizen. But if I go in here, you can see where you have your global settings, and I don't typically mess with this. What I mess with is the individual game settings. So even though I have a 1440 monitor that is with the resolution, you probably can't see that good, but it says 920 by 1080p 16:9 ratio. So what I'll do is, and I so I the it's right here. You enable borderless full screen is what you do. And then I also do the enhanced sync. It's kind of like the free sync that all the monitors, and so it'll slow down your refresh rate, but it syncs the monitor and the graphics card together, so you just get a generally a lot smoother experience. Because if I turn this off, I would get a better frame rate. So, but what this does is by enabling these two features, it artificially increases the resolution. So instead of running the resolution natively at 1440p or 2K, I run it at 1K or 1080p, and then artificially upscale it to two. And but the benefit is that instead of running like Star Citizen at 95% and cooking off my video card because the heat that'll blow out of the front of that computer, I'm like, oh snap! I'm getting ready to start a forest fire. It's some serious heat. But by doing it this way, I get the same visual experience, but I'm only using the card at like 50% utilization. So I find that in generally I'll save my card and still get that experience overall that I like. So I'll do it here with Space Engineers. What I'll do is first I'll launch the game. Let me go to my library. I'll just drag over my Steam library here, and we'll go library home, right? And then I downloaded Space. Let's see here. No, I downloaded Space Engineers Play. Okay. Yes. Why are we not? Why are we not done? That's weird that it didn't finish last night. It's been a little while since I played this because one of my big issues is you kind of like, although the crafting and all the engineering and stuff plays, the AI portion of it, or the enemies or the NPC, kind of sterile. And there's a bunch of mods that you can do that kind of add more of a survival, but the survival gameplay loop kind of is lacking when you get deeper completed today. Okay, well, play, damn you. Are we playing? I'm not seeing it play. That's play. That's super weird. There it is. There we go. Okay, let me drag this back over. And the whole point of this video is to get it to load the executable file in here. Here we go. Space. So right now it's 0 is 0, right? Oh, my number one pet peeve is nuking me with audio. Okay. Okay. It's like, damn, bro. So we're gonna so what we'll do, instead of keeping this at 1440p, we'll turn this down to where's my 1080? Right here. 1080. No, that's not it. Right here. 1080 by right here. We'll do it to this. Okay. Okay, and it's kind of bleh, right? You can see the textures and stuff, but here. Now what we'll do is we'll say exit window. Yes, because what we're going to do is we're going to get in here to Space Engineers, and then we're going to so I always launch it first so that way I get into the right, because a lot of times games will have a launcher. So even there it says excellent, right? But I was just in the menu, average frame. So it kind of created. But what I'll do now is I'll say Super Resolution, and I'll say enable borderless. And then you can get in here, and then you can say, and then I'll turn on the enhanced sync. And then over on the global settings, I just keep color, AMD frequency, image, global default, right? And so you can even get into the advanced settings, and like if you want to put your, where's it at? Texture, frequency, quality. Like I can put this to high if I want, but I just leave it on standard. And it'll upscale everything from 1080p and used AMD optimized. So it basically does it its own. Okay, so now this is at 1080p, but going to upscale it through the software. Okay, so now we're going to go back and let's launch the game again. Okay, and you see how it changed the monitor to 1080p, but then watch, and you can see in the now I'll have to stretch it out. And then look how the texture, though, is now clean again over here on the side. And then let me see if I can get the... You'll notice... See, right here. Let me see if I can get this to be on top. What it'll do is I'll get a little green icon right here where it says quality. It'll change to 1440. But I gotta... Here, let me see if I can snip this. I'll drag this over to the other window so that way, because whenever I Alt Tab out, it goes away. Let me see. Yep. So let me see if I can snip this. Print screen. Okay, and then I'll go to this, and I'll go File, Paste, or Open, Paste from Clipboard. And then zoom in and go snip. Let me go snip. I just want you guys to see how you know that it does this. How you know, right? I want you guys to see. Oh, here we go. New. I had to snip it. Because whenever I Alt Tab out, it goes away. But see how it says upscaling status? So if I Alt Tab, this disappears. This little because so active 1020 or 1920, and then to set upscales it to 1440, all through the software application. And I find that this reduces the load on my video card by like 40%, and I still get the same visual experience. And so my card is not cooking off in the box trying to do, ultra high quality on a 1440 monitor. So it's just a software manipulation. And let's be honest, a lot of games, they don't have the textures to really support the high res stuff. Let me close this out. They don't really have the support to do the high res stuff anyways. So you're just getting that high refresh rate, and you're just using all these resources to get the high refresh rate instead of just letting the software suite manage it accordingly. Look how crisp this looks, right? So yeah, folks, I hope this video helps with the AMD upscaling, kind of a little tutorial on how I run my stuff, how I run my rig. As always, thank you, and like and follow.